Hello everyone and welcome to the Orange University. On tonight's episode of Friday Night Explore the Cat Oven. So, Cat Oven deck used to be super popular in Standard, I think, back when Eldring was part of the meta, and after it rotated out, it became kind of obsolete in Modern, obviously, and with the advent of Pioneer, and of course, with the sort of invention of Fake Pioneer as Explorer on Arena, Cat Oven has come back. And that is basically the combo between Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven. Cauldron Familiar is a creature, as a cat, that enters the battlefield and then each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. I can also sacrifice a food to return Cauldron Familiar from the graveyard to the battlefield. Well, guess what? We have Witch's Oven, which sacrifices a creature to create a food, and if a sacrificed creature was 4 or greater, you create 2 food. So it's basically a sacrifice deck that uses the Witch Oven to sacrifice Cauldron Familiar to get a food, and then we can sack that food to get Cauldron Familiar back out. And it's not technically an infinite combo, but because it does require a Witch Oven to tap, but you can keep doing that every single turn, and eventually your opponent will just get drained out, right? That's the idea of the deck, and in Pioneer, it's not that strong. There's much stronger Pioneer decks, but in Explorer, I want to see how strong it is, because it is technically one of the top or higher tier decks. So the deck list looks like this. We got 4 Cauldron Familiar, 4 Witch Oven, obviously for the combo, and then we have a bunch of removal in terms of Fatal Push for Fatal Push, right? And then a Secret removal in 4 Claim of the Firstborn, which is gain control target creature with mana value 3 or less against haste, and then we can use Village Right, sacrificing it to kill our opponent's creature. We can also Village Right our own creatures to sack it to draw 2 cards, so that's also something. We can also sacrifice our Unlucky Witness, basically exile top 2, but also drop 2. So this deck has a lot of card draws. That's our 1-drop. In the 2-drop, we have 4 Deadly Dispute, sacrifice a creature, but also gain treasure as well as drawing 2 cards. Very, very useful, especially in sacrificing our opponent's creatures. We also have a Bloodtithe Harvester, basically another aristocrat card that we can use him to sacrifice to kill a card. We can also sacrifice the blood token to do stuff. Of course, sacrificing blood token just gives us a loot, but it also may be important for the 3-drop Mayhem Devil. Whenever we sack a permanent, Mayhem Devil deals 1 damage to any creature, or actually any target. So we can use this to ping our opponent or ping off their board. So very good combo all around. And we also have 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker, card draw, mana, combo with the copying of Kiki-Jiki, bunch of things in one. And this deck does top off at 3 drops, right? As you can see, these are only 3 drops, and that's it. That's all we have. And then in the land base, now this land base, obviously I have to adjust because I don't have all the cards. So, like I mentioned, if you want to play Explorer, you don't have to get all the lands. The lands are very expensive. You have to go craft them, and it's just insane. So I just take the lands that I actually do have, which I have 2 Hive, which the deck should have 2 Hive, 1 Swamp, 1 Takenuma. The deck kind of runs more Den of Bugbears, but I only have 2, so there's only 2 Den of Bugbear here. 1 Mountain, 1 Solkazin, 3 Black Cleave Cliff. I think that's how I pronounced it. I want to have 4, but I don't have 4, so that's 3 in the deck. It's just a fast land. It's very good for the deck. And then 1 Blightstep Pathway, the black and red pathway, basically. And if you have more, you can definitely run more, right? I want to run more Blood Crypt, but I only have 1 Blood Crypt. I'm not going to go on and craft more Blood Crypt. It's never coming back. You have 1 off for Commander. That's pretty much it. And then, instead of all the dual lands that I do want to have, I have to put in the Haunted Ridge. The Haunted Ridge is not a good sort of a dual color land in this deck, even though it does kind of come into play untapped if you have at least 2 lands. It's not that fast, and this deck is pretty fast. So drawing it in an early game means that's a tap land, which makes us sad. And then, of course, 4 Sulfurious Spring, so that we have ping land that we can cast pretty early, and we're not that bothered by the ping damage because ultimately Cauldron Familiar drains, and Witch Oven give us food that give us life. Right, and then I also added 1 Melkar Rebirth, which is, I want to have 25 lands, right? If you look at the deck, it only has, 22 lands. Look at the deck, it only has 21 land, so I wanted to put an MDMC in there. Another land that is technically another spell, right? If we want to use a land, this could be a land, but otherwise, it is there to let a creature die and come back into play. So if our Cauldron Familiar dies, we use it, it will just come back into play. It could be slightly useful to save like a Mayhem Devil, or have an additional drain with a Cauldron Familiar. It's potentially useful. That's why it's only one of in the deck. And then, of course, because all of our mana base only has a singular pip, we're going to run Jegantha, the Wellspring, as our companion. Just an extra card to put in the deck. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a companion when companion is in the meta, and that it does not cost us any additional things to include him in the deck. That's why it's there. It's not a big deal. If you don't have Jegantha, don't run it. It's not impactful almost at all in this deck, but it's an extra card that we can have, and there's no reason not to run it. That's why it's there. Right? Don't go and craft Jegantha. It's not worth it for this deck, but, you know, if you have it, might as well throw it in here. That's the whole Explore deck. This time, I want to try this Explore deck to see how well it does. And we're going to go to Explore. Alright, we're going to explore the Cat Oven. This deck is interesting. It's kind of like the Rakdos, well, it is a Rakdos Sacrifice deck, but it's kind of like the Rakdos Anvil deck to some extent, but on crack. It's so much stronger than the Anvil deck, just because the Cat Oven is technically, you know, comboing off by itself, whereas in the Anvil, it needs to combo off, you know, other artifact synergies. So, our first opponent is Scared 52. I'd be scared if I was 52. Alright, we get to go first. We have a horrendous hand because we have no temple play, but we got 2 Mayhem Devils. Do we want to keep this hand? Well, against an opponent that may play a creature, Claim the Firstborn might be relevant. Alright, since this is the first time playing this deck, I'm going to try it out, see if it does well. We do get to claim a lot of things. Tap land first. Please, Forest. Please, Land War Elf. Aha! Thank you. Okay, so, because they Land War Elf us, we can claim it. And then it died. Wait, let's attack with it first. 3 damage. And then it died. Draw 2 cards. Delicious. Elvish Visionary. 3 card draw. That's nice. So, do I want to steal a Visionary? If it's coming to play tapped, that means that my oven is just going to be a basic... Yeah, it's just going to be a land, right? Or not a land, just an artifact that doesn't do anything. Whereas in the Unlucky Witness, he is unlucky. And he's witness to some things, so he'll have a service purpose. Want to be able to keep up Fatal Push. Whenever one or more enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 elf. This only triggers once. War Master. Alright, and push that War Master off. To his doom. Let's see, if I attack, would he do anything? No blocks? Okay, let's sacrifice our Witness. Right, we get to draw 2, basically. And we get a food. See anything good coming out? Cliffs. Well, free land is free land, so might as well play it. And then that's it. I only get to play 1. I didn't know about that. I did know about that. I forgot about that, I should say. Enters the battlefield. You under you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on this lady. Okay. Oh no, we take 1. So we want to take the Marwyn and then sacrifice it, right? We can take it with the claim. So it's something. Give me that. We'll play our Mayhem Devil too. Attack. And then we'll sack it. Take 1. Oh, kill the elf. Oh, no, wrong. I should have played the den. I don't know why I did that. I was all prepared to play the den, and then I didn't do it. So, Let's play the other devil. And then we'll sacrifice a food to gain 2 life. But because we sacked, get a ping. 1 damage here, 1 damage here. Also forgot to attack first. Not that it matters that much, but you should always attack first. And then we den, and then we end turn. I don't know how our opponent's going to get out of this. Elf Ball is at the mercy of all of our sacks. Ooh, here comes the cats. Should I attack first? I'll attack first. I might have missed lethal there. Collect the company. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put 2 creature cards with mana value amongst them onto the battlefield. Okay, what are you going to put? Let's sacrifice a food in response. And GG. Because we can kill both of these by sacking into the Mayhem Devil. So he doesn't stand a chance. And even if that didn't work, we could also soak his in for 2-on-1s, sack 1 to the Witch Oven. So yeah. This deck is made to eat elf balls. Also, we gotta go first. That's nice. First game with Cat Oven, we got a very solid win. Now we're gonna express ourselves to my opponent with emotes or stickers. Yeah, except you charge us for stickers, you greedy. MTG Gen Cell. Is that the name? Alright, there goes our streak of going first. At least we got a fast land there. Oh, 2 fast lands. That's not bad. Keep. Not a great hand by any stretch because we got claim but no sacks. So we're gonna play Blackleaf first. And to Unlucky Witness, this looks like a mono red burn. No Rakdos. Okay, mirror match. Do I want to take this? Do I want to make my own? Do I want to attack? Lots of questions, not many answers. Not many good answers at the very least. I don't think the Hive is doing much right now. Jeez, opponent going first is always bad for us, right? Nothing. Go ahead. Unfortunate. Where are we gonna lose this game? I know it's fast, but they got a lot of tempo on us by going first. Oh, okay. That is not much. Does he have a land? He does have a land. Deadly Dispute's pretty good. Okay, so now we gotta be careful with the type of things that we play. We want to attack first. Well, land draw first, and then attack. Okay, and then we will claim the Harvester. Does he have a sack to the Harvester? Sack your Harvester, get a treasure and 2 cards. He's gonna play the Giant next turn, but that's fine. That is fine with us. The Giant basically doesn't do anything against this deck because we gain life very fast. But burn spells may. Ah, Chandra. Okay. What does this do? Add mana, deal 4 damage to a creature, or exile a top 4. Add 2 red.
I knew you needed my. Today's my lucky day.
To what? Okay. Until my next end step, right? I get to play one of these. Pass to attackers. My turn. Free land. That's not bad. Alright, we should probably start hitting Chandra. Or Mayhem Devil can help hit Chandra. Mayhem Devil sack this ping 1. How good is that? Whereas in Sulkazin, bring a little bit lower.
My pain.
That's all we're gonna do. Next turn, we can Mayhem Devil into Witch Oven. That's a lot more damage. They do have more mana than us because they went first. Whoa, Mihun Massacre. I remember that card. Remember when it was banned? Good times. Bone Crusher Giant coming out to play. I don't think I can sacrifice 4 things. No, do I have 4 things to sacrifice? Mayhem Devil, extra mana, 5 mana, or 6 mana, right? I can play the oven, then nothing else. Sacrifice the blood, draw a card, and does 1 damage to the Chandra. How good is that? Extra damage to Chandra here. No, it's not that great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 2 life to play Fable.
Oh, now you're asking for it.
Yeah, that's not great. We are pretty far behind.
It's over when I say it's over.
I mean, you can do that if you want.
Marshmallows.
I was using the Mayhem Devil to kill Chandra, but she killed herself. Maybe he has another Chandra. Or she does.
You want to go tough me up? You're going down.
Okay, double Bone Crusher. We're gonna start taking these damages. Hive. I don't know if I want this many Hive. Yeah, too many Hives. Fatal Push. We can use that to destroy 4 mana value 4 or less if a permanent I control left the battlefield, which is probably just that. Alright, let's create a treasure, and then we'll attack, and then sack. Is that good? Sack it. Ow. We're gonna take an extra... No, they gain life. And then we can Fatal Push one of these and take 2 damage anyways. So... Yep. Alright, we're at 8. So we can now play our second Fable. And turn. And hope that our draw is a little bit better. I don't know if it can get better. I mean, it's not fair. One goes first until they have better tempo than us. Pitch a land. Okay. Resolves.
This'll be easy.
Okay. Didn't want to play that card. Does want to attack. I'll take the damage. Maybe he has me hooked for 2. Another land. Okay, nothing. So, use the treasure to gain life this turn, or go to my turn and gain life that way. But it takes up mana. Nah, I only have 1 draw anyways. And that draw is a land. And that draw is still a land. Okay, we can blood it. I guess we will blood it. Ooh, a witness. Okay, this is a slightly better card to put into play. Attack your Chandra.
You will regret this.
Do I need all this mana, or do I want Jegantha in my hand? That's a good question. So I can sacrifice... I can gain 8 life with 2 food, whereas now I can only gain 4 life with 1 food. And yeah, it's too risky. I might die from just having 4 life. But with 8 life, now I have a much safer margin. Still, top decking lands don't help. Right, we got 1 Deadly Dispute. We have 6 sack and draw in the deck. Maybe we need to put more. Maybe 8. Me hook for 2. Ooh. Okay, well, we gotta have to sack something. Let's sack our witness. For more food. Ooh, a familiar. Okay, that's good. This could help a little bit. And we don't take too much from the Bone Crusher, at least. Oh, I could have used the Malka Reaper. That's... I'm gonna die from that. Let's gain fun life in response, but I don't die.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
Wow. Nice top deck. I don't actually have a card to discard, huh? I need to gain that life too. So I'm gonna go to 2 still after all that sack. Of course, I get the reflection. I get the Cauldron Familiar. I can sack the Cauldron Familiar for 1 life and food, which does not give me enough, so let me Fable as well. He's just gonna keep escaping the Croxa.
Oh, this is gonna
We get
hurt.
Thoughtseize? Ah, no cards. Okay, I gotta sack the Cauldron Familiar. Our opponent's getting a lot of life from that, and we're not getting enough life from this. One. You know, I've been struggling a lot. I don't think there's any way coming out of this. And Chandra's getting just bigger and bigger. Double block? Oh, the creature died. Yeah. GG. I don't think we would have gotten out of that anyways. There's no draw in the deck that really saves us. Opponent goes first, right? If we went first, that would have been a completely different game. That's a very long Cat Oven game, though. Let's just play one more. Explore is kind of fun. There's a lot of thinking involved, which is good. Makes it so that you have to be not bad at the game. And at least no one's playing soldiers. Ponzetto. Our opponent's got a lot of drawing on their face. Hey, what does this mean? Okay, so Furious Spring Hive. Does that mean I want to Unlucky Witness first? It does. This is card draw. Better than having a Cauldron Familiar that doesn't do much early game. White. Life gain. Would he block? He did not block, which means I'm just gonna have a Bloodtithe Harvester and deal more damage to myself. Ponzetto. Valkyrie? Huh. Interesting. Would he block my Bloodtithe Harvester? Okay, here's a trick that I don't know if our opponent will see it. No blocks. That trick didn't work out. I was gonna say, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter anyways, but if he blocks... No, this is not sorcery speed. Never mind, I was just being dumb. Unlucky Witness. Give me a land, please. I mean, I guess that's a land, too. Do I want a den, or do I want the Witch Oven now? Autopay. My treasure! Alright, if he only pumps the useful Valkyrie for 1, I can still kill it. Now I want to kill the Righteous Valkyrie. Attack. Attack. I mean, it's not like I can block it, so you got it. Yeah, I have to remember I only have 22 lands in the deck. What can Malachar... well, first I need a Bloodtithe Harvester, right? Pay 2. Ow. Second blood. Now I can kill the Righteous Valkyrie. But I can also Malachar Rebirth, so that when the Righteous Valkyrie died, it would just... I mean, when the Bloodtithe Harvester died, it'll come back out. That's probably good. Sweet! Cauldron Familiar. Gain 1 life. We take 1 and gain 1. Flips -0. Now we can sack the cat whenever. And then also have a food to bring back the cat whenever. Every turn we ping for 1. Every turn our opponent's going to play a creature. I think we're on the upper hand in that. Resplendent Engine. If you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4. Well, let's stop them from doing that. Huh, no attacks. Village Rites. Well, I cannot take one of those cards, but I can kill his useful Valkyrie or the Resplendent. Will he be able to get all that mana next turn? I don't think so. Gain 5 life in a turn. You know what? I'm kind of scared, so I'm just going to keep doing this. Kill his board. Alright, Fable of the Mirror Break. Now we got Village Rites, we can sack to stuff. That's just an Overseer, that's fine, it doesn't do anything. Draw a card, gain a life. Speaker of the Heaven also doesn't do much since we're going to keep him down below 27. Hopefully. I mean, if we can't do that, then the deck failed anyways. Okay, that means I can Cauldron Familiar again. Ping for 1. And then we can use a blood on the Fable. I don't want 2 Fables in my hand. That's a land, okay. That land and this land are both getting pitched. Ooh, this is good. So, we got Witness. Ow. Oh, what happened? Always attack first. Always forget to attack first. No. Should I attack with this? He's not gonna block. Would he block? This would be interesting. Gotta be a little bit careful with the village rights. If I use it to sack Unlucky Witness, I'll have 3 mana left, which means that if I want to play a Mayhem Devil, from the Unlucky Witness, it will be by itself without protection. It's kind of scary. So I would just play another Cauldron Familiar and end the turn. Another Inspiring Overseer. Slowly gaining life. Another Resplendent. That's not good for us. Attacks. Okay, we'll take that. And then we will... Do I want to Village Right my Unlucky Witness? That's my only sack, right? I think it might be more important to get a card that will help us kill the Resplendent. Yeah, that's the best we got. Doesn't kill the Resplendent this turn. Might be able to help us kill it next turn. Would he be able to gain 5 life in a turn though? Nothing really gain damage to life, right? You can give it lifelink. That will give him 5 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's exactly 6 mana to give it lifelink. Oh, that's no good. Then we can kill it, then he'll have a 4/4 flyer. I need that mana. For a part of the blood. Oh, he's just taking the deck. Okay, so we're at 10. I could pitch the blood, or I can use the food. Do I want to use the food? Bloodtithe Harvester is very important to keep in play. Oh, this is a hard choice. Okay, you know what? I'll sack a Cauldron Familiar. Draw 2 cards. Hopefully something good. Ooh. See, now this is something good. Do I want to pay the 2 life, or do I want to pay 1 life to play the Mayhem Devil? Now we will sack the Cauldron Familiar. Deal 1 damage to Resplendent. And then we will... let's see, we want to use the blood. Gotta use this right. Auto pay. That's 1 more. Discard a card. Die! Yay! Ooh, okay, that's even better. So, now we can bring back the Cauldron Familiar by sacking this. Let's take out the little pesky flyer. Do that again. Sack food. Take out the other pesky flyer. Gain another life. Alright, now we're at 11, there are 8. Opponents have 2 cards. We got another Mayhem Devil. It's all about where you sack. And then we have Kikijiki Bloodtithe Harvester as a combo next turn. So strong. And our opponent is on the back foot. Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess. I'm really letting gain life with Luminarch. Or Lunarch Veteran. Didn't matter. GG. Alright, so that's how you play that deck. It's really about getting your outs. And if I did not try to draw and get the Mayhem Devil, I would not have won this game. Because it would have a flyer, a 4/4 angel every turn. And it's just going to be very hard for me to get rid of. So yeah, we won that game. And this is Friday Night Explorer. This deck is fun. Honestly, Cat Oven is always very, very fun to play if you know what you're doing. It's a lot of thinking involved. You saw how slow I had to, think off each process, think about what I can sack, and every sack when you have the Mayhem Devil is extra damage, but it's all about pinging the damage, right? It's not a big, flashy play that will win you the game in one turn, but it's about draining your opponent out of a resource, kind of like a control deck, but with a lot of tempo board presence, right? A control deck has a lot of counter spells, a lot of removal, but us, we just kind of sack these little food and blood and treasure tokens and then ping them with Mayhem Devil. That's basically the idea of the deck. And we can stay alive with flashing back Cauldron Familiar over and over and over. And it's strong in that sense. The only thing that you have to really be worried about is graveyard hate, because if your opponent is graveyard hating you, you're not going to win that game. That's Cauldron Familiar. That's the Cat Oven deck. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me for another rendition of Friday Night Explorer, and I'll see you guys next time.